Sir Alan Bates is a name that has become synonymous with justice, perseverance, and truth in modern British history. His story is not just about one man's struggle, but about a nationwide scandal that destroyed lives and exposed deep failures in powerful institutions. This is a story of Sir Alan Bates and the Horizon Post Office scandal. For over 2 decades, thousands of sub-postmasters and sub-postmistresses across the United Kingdom were accused of crimes they did not commit. Between 1999 and 2015, more than 900 people were prosecuted for theft, fraud, or false accounting. Their alleged crimes were all based on evidence from a computer system called Horizon. But Horizon was deeply flawed. It produced accounting errors that made it seem like money was missing when it wasn't. Some of those accused were sent to prison. Others lost their homes, their savings, and their reputations. Families broke apart. A few victims, unable to cope with the shame and pressure, took their own lives. It became one of the biggest miscarriages of justice in British legal history. Among those caught in this nightmare was Alan Bates, a sub-postmaster in Llandudno, Wales. When he started noticing strange shortfalls on his branch accounts, he knew something wasn't right. He tried to report the issues, but instead of investigating, the post office terminated his contract in 2003. For most people, that would have been the end, but not for Alan Bates. He decided to fight back. Bates began reaching out to other sub-postmasters who had similar experiences. Together, they formed a group called the Justice for Sub-Postmasters Alliance. Their goal was simple but incredibly difficult: to prove that the Horizon system was faulty and to clear the names of those wrongfully accused. Year after year, Bates wrote letters, met with officials, and pushed for answers. For a long time, nobody listened. The post office continued to insist that Horizon was reliable, but Bates and his group refused to give up. They gathered evidence, shared stories, and prepared for a legal battle that would change everything. In 2017, Alan Bates led more than 500 fellow sub-postmasters in a group legal action against the post office. The case went to high court, and in 2019, the court ruled that Horizon contained bugs, errors, and defects. It was a monumental victory. For the first time, the truth was confirmed in a court of law. The post office had been wrong all along. Although the group eventually received a financial settlement, most of the victims saw only a fraction of what they deserved after legal costs were deducted. But for Bates, the legal win was about more than money. It was about exposing the truth and forcing the system to acknowledge its failures. The story gained even greater attention when a television drama called Mr. Bates vs. the Post Office aired in early 2024. The show brought the tragedy and injustice into millions of living rooms across the country. Public outrage grew. People demanded accountability and proper compensation for all those affected. In 2025, after years of relentless campaigning, Sir Alan Bates reached a personal settlement with the government. While the exact amount has not been disclosed, reports suggest it could be several million pounds. The settlement represents not just financial compensation, but recognition of his extraordinary efforts. Sir Alan Bates has become a symbol of persistence. He took on one of Britain's most powerful institutions and never stopped fighting for justice. His work has already led to hundreds of wrongful convictions being overturned, with many more cases still under review. Yet, even now, the fight isn't over. Many victims are still waiting for fair compensation. Some are elderly and ill, and they fear they may never see justice in their lifetime. Bates continues to push for faster payments and greater accountability. He often says that it should not have taken decades for innocent people to be believed. The Horizon scandal is more than just a story about a faulty computer system. It's a warning about what happens when technology is trusted more than people, and when institutions refuse to admit their mistakes. It's about the power of one determined individual to stand up for what's right, even when the odds are impossible. Sir Alan Bates has shown that truth, courage, and persistence can bring down even the most stubborn walls of bureaucracy. His story is a reminder that justice, no matter how delayed, is still worth fighting for. In the end, Sir Alan Bates didn't just win compensation. He won something far greater: the respect of a nation and a legacy that will inspire generations to come. His name will forever be linked to one of the greatest campaigns for justice in modern Britain, proving that one person really can make a difference.